Go.
Here in the Ozarks, there are several ways to get outside and enjoy yourself. Many folks from this area choose to do so with surrounding attractions such as the Buffalo River, nearby campgrounds, and the trails. Unfortunately, these same people might have unsuccessful experiences doing these activities because of the missed important steps in the planning process. I myself have had unsatisfactory experiences while on a floating and camping trip because I failed to take the necessary steps to ensure that I was fully prepared for my trip and put a damper on the entire situation. That is why I feel like it is important that people are informed on how to accurately plan their outdoor adventure and how to do so at the best of their ability. In order to plan a one-of-a-kind outdoor adventure, one needs to look into specific location details, communicate with all parties, and make sure the necessary supplies are all taken during the trip. When planning a vacation to Florida, one you want to know where you're staying, your location, and your surroundings, and what the weather will be like there. Well, the same details need to be known when planning a trip in the outdoors. Specific location details are a must. I recommend knowing the location on a map, the surrounding resources or attractions, and the weather that will be on the trip. Knowing where your location is on a map is important because it gives you an idea of how long it will take to get there and also a chance to look at the places or things in the surrounding locations. Without knowing your location, surrounding, and the resources it offers, it would be difficult to pack the necessary items needed or to prepare for what is available at your location. Is there a water source to swim in if a camper will be there or to need to be hooked up? What if you run out of the ice or food on your trip? Is there a nearby store or gas station to purchase your goods at? Those are just a few examples of knowing the surrounding resources. Lastly, in order to have the best trip possible, you want to check what the weather will be like during the adventure. Is the weather going to be hot or cold or muggy? This will make the huge difference in the days you choose to take on your adventure. Now that I have picked your location and you have an idea of what the surroundings are, there you need to start a communication with the people you're going on the trip with. Communication is a key whether you're traveling alone, with a couple, friends, or family. Some crucial elements that need to be communicated would be the dates and times of the trip, where the trip will be at any specific responsibilities of the trip takers. How is everyone supposed to know when to be ready or when to take off time out of their busy schedules without communication? All people going on a trip will need to know when the trip will be taken and what time to meet. They will also need to know how long the trip will be lasting to make sure they have enough supplies or time off for the entire adventure. All parties know when the trip is, but what about where the trip is and where to meet? This is important so that they can tell other people whom are attending the trip in case of emergency was to occur. Even if traveling alone, make sure to inform someone not going where the trip will be and when you are supposed to be returning. If something was to happen while on the trip, or if you did not arrive back on the expected date, someone would need to know where to find you and other guests. Everybody is fully informed now that they just need to know if there are any specific responsibilities that they have for the trip. This could include special items to bring on this trip, important due dates that need to be done before the trip can happen, or if there are any needs of the adventure. Your trip is almost fully planned, but what in the world would you pack? There is no successful outdoor adventure without a certain amount of supplies. In order to pack the best of your ability, the supplies needed will be totally dependent on the specific adventure, location, and needs of the trip. This is why it is one of the last things to do when planning. Knowing specific details about your location and communication has to happen before you can begin packing. Once the packing is ready to start, you need to think about the necessary supplies for any trip, no matter how short or how long it may be. Things like food, water, first aid kit, usually a cell phone would fall into the category. Other items you need will depend on the adventure you are taking. If you are taking a camping trip, you will need to think about how you will be sleeping in a tent, a sleeping bag, or a camper. You also might need extra clothes and things for a fire. You will also need much greater amounts of food and water. While camping, then if you are taking a day hike trip where you might just carry a backpack with water and a few snacks. When you are packing, do not underestimate the power of a list. According to the TripPlanner.com, making a list keeps you organized and makes packing much more sufficient. While putting things into your bags or into your vehicle, you can check things off the list to keep you on track. When you find things you are missing, you can make a few new lists of things to get at your local grocery store or outdoor store. And on top of that, you can make a list of things to do, such as cleaning out the coolers or making sure all the parts of the tent are available. Promise me, they will save you a lot of time and keep you on track. In conclusion, everyone loves a good outdoor getaway, but in order to make it best possible and a full positive memories versus chaos and confusion, it is crucial that the planning process is the most important next time you are planning your outdoor adventure for yourself or your family and friends. Make sure you find the specific location details, communicate with all those going, and get all the supplies you need, and your outdoor adventure is sure to be one for the books. Thank you.